Amazing. Well done, guys. You're doing really, really well. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to bring all of it together. We've looked at understanding what does a multi-channel communication strategy actually mean. We've had a look at what information, what sales content we need to develop. Now what we need to do is I want to bring all of that together, and I want to describe how we're going to create something called sales decks. Now, my experience shows that the best way to build sales decks, but your industry might be different. So you know your industry, you know your markets, you know your customers, but based on my experience, what I've found is the most effective way to facilitate, or should I rather say to create the correct content for deployment in your multi-channel communication strategy is to use 3 different levels or 3 different types of sales decks. Now, the way that I've designed my sales decks is I have a top tier, or like what I call my CEO sales deck. Then I have my second tier, or my middle management or buyer sales deck, and then there's the user sales deck. So we have a different message that we supply to each level, right? So at the top, CEOs want to know the big picture. They want to know strategy. They want to know what big changes. They want to know how you're going to come in and improve their bottom line. So what is in it for the company from a strategic perspective. So that's the message that your CEO or your top tier sales deck needs to have. Your second tier sales deck is really the sales deck that's directed at the person who holds the budget. So that's the buyer or the middle manager or the sales director or somebody who holds the budget, the person who makes the decision to pull the trigger, and probably, or more often than not, it's the person who signs your check. So what we want to be talking about with our middle tier sales deck is we're talking about making sure that you're going to get a return on investment. So we talk about return on investment. We talk about how the product will perform. We show you, we validate how the product will perform. So that's the process that we follow. And then we have the user sales deck. Now, the user sales deck's all about how is this product, this service going to make my life better, easier, simpler. And that's the focus with the user sales deck. It's all around demonstrating, it's all around understanding what their challenges are, and most importantly, how can we take those challenges, demonstrate how our product will make things better.